everybody. Welcome to the Tuesday night Healthy Home Corporate Zoom. I'm here with the one and only Antonio Mendieta and the one and only Carolyn Collins, our presidential diamond this evening. These Zooms are always fun when we get to catch up with some of our leaders. I've known Carolyn for a very long time, longer than I've even known Antonio. And she's a very dear friend of mine. I adore her. And what we've been doing lately is actually was one of Carolyn's ideas, and that is we talk a lot about the business, we talk a lot about promotions. Why don't we talk a little bit more about our products, because they are what keeps the engine of this vehicle moving. And so last week we heard from Dr. Vesna and Donna Turgeson, which was an amazing Zoom. Dr. Vesna's school, she went into some research that was astounding. She really enlightened me about nitric oxide, the power of our Prime product, how that really opens up your blood vessels to like absorb the rest of our products, and how all of our products work synergistically together. So I've invited Carolyn on tonight to talk about, she and I, in the beginning of this, and you, Antonio, we launched a product called Amaze. And when Healthy Home was pre-launching, we just bam, launched hero products back to back. And within a year, I think we had about 4. And of course, STEM Active was the main one, but Amaze was right there on its heels. And it was a 1-2 punch, and I feel like it still is. So I wanted Carolyn to come on and talk about that. Antonio, we have been busy this summer. Carolyn's been busy, you've been busy, you've been up and down the East Coast, Mexico, we've been on the West Coast. We just got back from the Mastermind in Las Vegas, which was incredible. I know Steve and Josh were just with our friends, our Russian-speaking friends in New York. It's been a busy summer. Like it's so fun.
It's been busy, and you know what? We can see the movement. We can see the momentum that we're living as a company. One of the, in all companies you have the 3 elements, right? The business plan, obviously, the products, right? But the fact, or I would say the element that is more important to us in Healthy Home, and the one that I enjoy the most, is being able to be with our members.
Same.
The experiences that we get to live in. Also, that connection, I don't think, and correct me if I'm wrong because I'm the outsider here, but I haven't seen the connection that we have in Healthy Home with our members before. We have a very symbiotic relationship where we try to hear what they are coming up with, ideas that they're coming up with, and we try to drive those and also empower those ideas. So ultimately, what we enjoy the most is that connection. So we've been busy. We've been in Mexico, we've been in Puerto Rico, in Miami, in Orlando, New York, all over the place. And we just see that everywhere we go, the members have a deep connection with us here in corporate. So I love that.
Well, and that's intentional, right? We love our Carolyns and everybody out there in the field who's making it happen. I just have to do a shout out so we did the Mastermind for our Chinese group in Las Vegas. Yeah. We had a bunch of people fly in there, and it was incredible. But people, and Carolyn might mention this, but she's been to a few Masterminds, and she's had a number of her leaders join us at Masterminds. And she's built diamonds in her leadership that have left Masterminds and gone home to become diamonds. But we had a diamond that recruited, I think, we went there on a Monday, came back on a Wednesday or a Thursday. She went and did a meeting in Calgary on a Friday, and I think she recruited 88 people in one meeting.
That's right. So, we want to give a shout out to Sandy.
Shout out, Sandy. You're our first premiere for this Mastermind. So it's incredible. Anyway, on that note, our beautiful Carolyn has been smiling at us, and I'm so excited to turn time over to her. Carolyn, do you want to hear what the back to school promo is?
Oh, I would love to. I'm anxious to hear.
Awesome. All right, let's talk a little bit about this, Antonio.
Yes. So from August 11th through the 17th, we're going to run a pretty cool promotion. As you may know, we're going back to school. And I'm saying we as a family because that kids, we got to take them to school. So we all go back to school. So from August 11th through the 17th, we're going to run the following promotion. if you order, so if you place a one-time order that is above 200 CV, you're gonna get a brand new and beautiful Healthy Home backpack. Beautiful black. It looks very luxurious.
Yeah, it's got a very like Louis Vuitton feel. I like the inside tan look, and it's got, of course, the brand on it. And that is the promotion for this week for going back to school. And you have to start your drop off pretty soon again, I'm sure, right?
Well, I started yesterday, so yeah, I'm back to school.
Welcome back to school.
Yeah.
We've taken enough time to tease our friend Carolyn Collins. You'll usually see her with her husband, Dr. Kitchell Collins. She's riding solo tonight. And we are so excited to hear her express what she's excited about with Healthy Home right now, and talk a little bit about our products. It's particularly amazed and how it's a 1-2 punch with STEM Active. Carolyn, we want to hear everything you have to say.
I'm just so excited to be here and share. And Brooks and Antonio, thank you guys for just allowing me to be right here in the midst of this with you guys. And you both know how much I love products and how passionate I am about them, because that is, we've always been business minded, but the products is where my heart is. So yes, I would love to share about our collagen. It's called Amaze. It's actually a micro collagen peptide. We have the microzen technology, which means it's 1/3 the size of a red blood cell. It's water soluble, so it is absorbent and more usable to our body. And that's crucial because for our products, our collagen is 1.5 times more effective, more absorbent than other brands. And I'm sure many of you on here tonight are just like me. We've been there, tried it, used this, used that, but I have never in my entire life seen a collagen that works like the ones that we have our hands on now. And it has an impact not only for skin, hair, nails, which is something that most people are so familiar with, but just if you break down skin, fine lines, wrinkles, dark spots, our elasticity, even just the strengthening of our skin and how well it heals and regenerates. And those are important, especially if you're, other than just age, surgery, scarring, different things like that. But for ours, we go beyond skin, hair, and nails because we are a marine collagen. And with that, our marine collagen is from Scandinavian cold waters, pure, fresh, clean. But we go with the marine collagen, we can go into bones and the ability that it helps our bones to not degenerate. It helps with joints, cartilage. It helps with connective tissue, ligaments, tendons. For me, that was huge. I did sports. I played softball and I was a cheerleader. So, ankles, knees, all of those, shoulders, elbows, wrists, I had all of those. And I saw a huge difference. Many of you have seen my pictures. And so you know that the face, the exterior changed, but the inside changed for me. And that was huge for me. And I know many others have seen those benefits as well. So, some of the things that we don't talk about, though, when we talk about it, collagen, is the fact that it has an impact over our vital organs, our vessels, our circulation. It even has an impact on cellular activity. Those are important. Another area that really kind of gets overlooked is the gut lining. And that is crucial. Our gut is critical to our well-being. So what our product does is it's extended beyond just the average collagen. And I am so excited about that. When we think about collagen, our collagen makes up 30% of our body's protein. By the age of 20, we have hit our peak production. And needless to say, I am way beyond 20, so I have exceeded that.
That's true.
And as we age, our bodies begin to produce less collagen. even our body breaks down the collagen faster. And so it's really important, whether you're 20, to be taking collagen so that you can maintain that, or whether you're 60 like me and you're trying to make up for lost time, and drinking it every chance you can get. But our collagen truly is state of the art. It is above and beyond anything that I have ever seen. And like Brooks mentioned, our products, they are standalone products where you can just pick and choose one, fall in love with it. But if you choose to blend them together, what you're going to find is synergistically, they just exceed expectations. So yes, I love collagen. Our collagen are amazed. I say it all the time. I am amazed at the results that people see with this. So that's kind of my thoughts on it. Brooks, is there anything that I'm leaving out that you can think of?
I think that was an incredible, yes, your explanation of Amaze is perfect. That is exactly what our Amaze is. I hope everybody took notes and heard, because she gave you the highlights of what our collagen does. It is different than any collagen out there. She gave you the reasons why it's different. And I love doing this segment on products, right? Because we wouldn't be Healthy Home if we didn't have breakthrough, proven products, ingredients, all that natural botanicals that make us unique. So you did a great job, Carolyn. Thank you for explaining Amaze. I will say, I know you want to say something, Antonio, but I'm going to find your before and after. I know that you haven't done one in a while, but
No.
I have it on my computer still, and we'll show it. But
one of the things I didn't mention is that our product, our collagen, comes in a pre-measured, portioned out single dose measurement. So you don't have to scoop it, mix it, nothing like that. All you have to do is just tear off the top and drink it, and it tastes fabulous. So I do want, because sometimes when people hear marine collagen, immediately they're going, I don't do fish. Well, for ours, it's not fishy. It is delicious, and it is perfect sized.
Yeah, it is delicious. Carolyn, I know, your life sort of reads like a little bit of like an adventure novel, and I won't go into your personal life and the things that kind of led up to certain stories. But Carolyn was in a terrible car accident, and a number of other things happened to her. But she actually had like bald spots on her head, and you don't have to show them, Carolyn, because they're gone now.
Thank you.
But I remember she called me and was like, oh my gosh, like, is it STEM active or is it Amaze? She was like, I have had these since my 20s and my hair is growing back. And I was like, no way. And I was like, send me a picture. And she did. And I was like, oh, wow. Okay. I did not, she's always beautiful, so I never noticed it. But truly, like, your before and afters are remarkable. So thank you for taking a minute and doing that product spotlight with us on Amaze. And who knows what's going to be happening with Amaze, Antonio. I think there's a few fun things that are coming up.
We're excited about Amaze. And one of the things that I wanted to mention is maybe 2 years ago when we launched, we were in a pre-launch phase, but we launched Amaze. We didn't have a lot of testimonials back then. However, even when you have validated the science, you know exactly what kind of ingredients you're putting into a product. When you launch a new product, you're always like, hey, this gotta work, right? So we launch Amaze, right? You guys start obviously taking it and then obviously building the business with it. But we start gathering actual testimonials. So I would love for you, because I know that you have phenomenal stories. Why don't you share with us, Carolyn, some of those stories? Because back in the day, I remember they were very, very impactful. So if you could share one that would be remarkable to you and you kind of consider kind of like a flagship testimonial that comes to mind, what would that one be?
Besides hers?
Exactly.
Yeah. I can think of several. A quick one is I had a torn meniscus in my knee, did the MRI. I was whining and complaining. After merging the collagen with that. We talked about the ligaments, the tendons, the cartilage. I don't know what has happened with my meniscus, but it quit hurting, so I canceled surgery. And that's been almost 2 years ago, and still I have not had any. I also have a very good friend that had really bad scarring and some things like that. And we have seen the scars begin to just soften and flatten. I've got another friend that had a C-section, and with that was a hard ridge scar, and it too has begun to flatten and soften. So when we talk about it, whether it's, like my knee or various other things with the skin, there's testimonies that would absolutely amaze everyone. And my hair is thicker than it's been. My hairdresser thins it out on a regular basis, and we've seen it just absolutely take the stem active and go to another level. When you think about the vessels, you think about, the circulatory system, that is critical to our insides. We talked about prime last week and the nitric oxide and the blood flow. Well, if we have something that changes the elasticity, you can see how powerful just introducing these products together is.
No, that's wonderful, and that's one of the things that I love, because I know that you've been taking all the products, right? But we'll talk about this symbiotic, 1-2 punch with Stem Active and Amaze, and we've seen multiple testimonials that those are the conversations that are opening the doors, right? The fact that, yes. And I've met you maybe 3 years ago, and I would actually, testify the fact that you look, obviously you've always looked great, but nowadays you look like 20 years younger. You're full of energy. You're somebody that attracts people just by the, when they see you, because you're always smiling, always so vivid. So I'm also a testy. What do you call it? Like a testimonial. I'm a testimonial. Subject. Yeah, Carolyn. Exactly. I'm a witness. That's not the word that I was looking for. I'm a witness. Testifying. Exactly. I'm testifying, and I'm a witness of your wellness as well. So I appreciate those testimonials, and I would argue that we have hundreds of testimonials that are actually validating what Amaze is doing in their life. So we're super excited to continue. Well, there's going to be a couple secrets that we can share today, but they're coming up.
Yeah, well, you about spilled the beans there, Antonio. But I will say, if anybody watching wants to submit any testimonial for any of our products, our marketing team loves them. And so you can drop them an email, and they will be swift to respond and probably give you a little piece of swagger. They always have some goodies that they're giving away for a good testimonial. So cash in on those testimonials and reach out to our marketing department. Events at healthyhome.com. That's the easiest way to grab marketing.
That's the easiest way to grab marketing. And I just want to recap real quick our promotions. So if you just connected and you're connecting for the first time with us, we have a promotion going right now. So from August 11th through the 17th, if you place a one-time order that is above 200 CV, you're gonna get a brand new, beautiful black Healthy Home backpack, because we're going back to school. So snag that from your kids if you get it, because it's a beautiful that you can carry your stuff, your obviously iPad or computer that you use for your Healthy Home business. And I'm actually snagging one of them.
Yeah, myself. You should. Yeah, well, I think I will too. Antonio makes fun of the bag I carry, so I'll get a new one. Hey, on that.
Sounds perfect.
Yes, I hope you guys had a lot of fun listening to Carolyn talk about our Amaze product. Like I said, she's the one behind this idea of constantly talking about how special our products are, and we couldn't be more behind her in this initiative. We always enjoy talking to you each Tuesday night. The mastermind is going incredibly well. We are just in the thick of it right now. So if you have a new member or somebody that's below director and really wants a punch and a kickstart for Healthy Home, have them join the mastermind. If you're out there wondering how that works, talk to your leaders, talk to Carolyn, talk to any of the diamonds. They will hook you up to be in the mastermind. We do it in Spanish, Chinese, and English. every Tuesday night before this call. We do a Zoom, and it's very fun. We also do the Now 90 program. We just last week gave away thousands of dollars of extra cash and gifts for people who are part of the Now 90, and that's linked directly to the mastermind. So if you haven't signed up, I would encourage you to still get involved, because we're right in the thick of it, and it is the reason things are moving here at Healthy Home, and the reason we were in Vegas, and that all these meetings are happening. So just it's fun, and it brings us a lot of joy. We do a lot of giveaways, and we like to keep things light and just make this a fun thing, because we have some incredible people here, and we invite everybody to join us.
Yes, thank you so much, Carolyn, for joining us tonight. Anything else you want to say before we wrap up?
Well, yes. I mean, you give me a chance, sure.
Of course.
On the mastermind, I know there's a big focus on the new ones, and it's incredible. It can change absolutely the dynamics of your business and you and personal growth and personal development. But even for those that have been on for a while, they've been on the products and haven't done anything, I take notes every week. I am on there and I'm like, oh, that is so good, because we have the opportunity to hear all of the leaders sharing tidbits of what's working for them. So, I think the mastermind is incredible, whether you're brand new or been at this a while. I just think everybody should hop on. And you guys do such an amazing job. I know the mastermind is why I'm here today and why I am a Presidential Diamond. You guys, everything you put together is what changed the path for me. So I am very passionate about what you do.
Carolyn,
thank you so much.
You're gonna make us blush.
Well,
we appreciate it. But you're exactly right. The mastermind is for everyone. And it is a chance. You hear from all of our diamonds. We really try and plug in with all the leadership to see what tips and tricks are out there, what's working, what's not working. You guys will hear from Carolyn in the next couple of weeks. She's on deck for the mastermind training for English. I know you have a number of Spanish and Chinese leaders on.
Yeah, it's going great in all 3 different languages. Maybe in the future we'll have 25 different languages. So it's getting bigger and bigger every time. And remember, on this one especially, we're going to host the first global summit that will be happening in Cancun, Mexico. So you cannot miss this one. This is going to be the first global one.
That's the best.
All markets are going to be going to Cancun. Those who qualify will get to the summit in Cancun, Mexico. So please enroll today. Get on that mastermind series, Zoom series on a weekly basis, and qualify to Cancun. Thank you so much, everyone, for connecting tonight. We appreciate you. Thank you, Carolyn. We send you kisses and hugs for connecting tonight as well. And we'll see you guys next week. Take care.
Bye.